Hello guys, these are all of the fans inside the downstairs room which is still not being used. Alright, first fan we have is the Lasco 27 something, but here it is. Let's start up on speed 2. This is the main air mover down here. This thing cools off this entire room because we don't need air conditioning down here. That vent blows out very cold air from the central air. We don't have this vent is closed because today's cool out. So this thing feels like air conditioning. This thing always feels like AC when it's down here. It feels like it's blowing out cool air, even though it's just a fan. There's the intakes in the bottom, so when it actually gets warm in here from my computer, or sometimes the weather will start to get down here and get warm, I'll power up this thing and it gets cold in a matter of minutes. But also, hear that. Quite a bad sound, but not that bad from over here. So, yeah, this is the main cooler down here. Take a look on the inside. Yeah. Not too much runtime against this thing works better than the digital one I used to have. Yeah. Hopefully it's serviceable. Alright, let's turn that one off. Alright, next fan we got is this Honeywell quiet set with a still functioning remote. Got this thing from the thrift store for very cheap. Let's turn it on. We're gonna put this one to, oh, it uses the same frequency as that, okay. We're gonna put this one on refresh mode, which is usually where I have it. It still is making a weird high-pitched sound, but when I'm playing games, it doesn't really matter. I use this fan in the winter, spring, and fall months. This thing gets used in summer, but it just stays. It's making a very annoying high-pitched sound. But yeah, it still gets used down here. Eventually it's gonna get replaced. But it's not gonna get replaced, it's just gonna be put somewhere, it's just gonna be put somewhere else, but there you go. This is pretty good. It doesn't move much air at all, but I can still feel a good breeze. It does circulate throughout the entire room. That thing gets all over the ceiling and back, so that thing works really nice. This thing, I can still feel some good breeze right here. That one's used when like I'm talking to other people. This thing is very loud and very noticeable when I'm talking. Especially high. Sounds like a furnace. Oh, there's the Samsung, the China dryer. Yep, this thing actually works pretty well, but let's get back to the fan. That was quite hilarious, actually. Let's get back. All right. And usually in the winter, I have it on like whisper or calm to help circulate the heater around right there. Yeah, it just circulates, it just very circulates the heater around. All right. And here is the Verneo fan. This is the main heater of this room. The only heater of this room. Is we're just gonna turn it on in fan mode. It could use a little tiny bit of heat down here, but we do a grand startup on fall. So let's go. And there it is. Doesn't move much air. I think that thing moves the least amount of air of every fan. The heat does actually work super good though. Even though it doesn't move much air, the heat just absolutely kicks out of this thing. Thermostat works flawlessly. And for a digital plastic heater, I still don't trust plastic heaters when sleeping. It's really nice. It has a timer. Like this thing, this thing I may be comfortable sleeping with. Heck, it's almost like my air conditioner. Fan only mode. I'm not gonna turn the heat on because I'm probably gonna turn on. That's why I'm gonna set the fire alarm off after not being used for almost half a year. There it is. See the coils on the inside. And it has a shaded pole motor in it, which, like, come on. There is the computer chip thing down there, which that's a little concerning. That's near the coils. There's a lot of things in here to break, which is too bad. But it still wasn't working pretty good. And no beep, like, it doesn't get better than that. And here is this AirTech desk table oscillating fan. Yes, rough. I just oiled it with the 3-in-1 oil, but it's still running rough, which I don't get it. I think there may be 2 bearings on it. I got the front bearing, not the back one, so this thing will need an entire disassembly to get completely back up to running spec, which this is going to be a little difficult to take apart. This is a 2002 AirTech fan made in China, which is probably why it's making this sound. This thing was actually seized this morning, and I had to kick the high and wait for the motor to get hot for it to turn on. So I think it may be just a case of the cold start. This thing gets used, well, not really. It's just almost there to look good. But there it is. It actually has a pretty okay sound to it. It moves almost no air. It does move air, but once it gets far away, it just runs into the other air that's present and then just accelerates it. This thing kind of moves the air throughout the room. Put in medium. That's a plastic right there. That's a plastic. Usually have it on medium. Still not moving much here. You can barely feel breeze. This wouldn't work in the summer. Turn on oscillation mode. Oscillation mode barely works. It slows it down way too much. And so I just keep it off. Because of how heavy duty the wire is. This thing has a 3-prong wire. It has a ground, which is kind of really cool. It makes it almost look industrial, which is a pretty nice look. Which is why I kind of have it down here, and sometimes I have it facing up. So there is an off. All right, let's go ahead and start up the ceiling fan with these extremely horrible LEDs in it, and I apologize for you having to go through these LEDs. Let's go. And there it is, and this thing doesn't feel like it's gonna fall off. In fact, that's one of the best ceiling fans I have. Really nice. Get a profile, get a freaking, there we go. Yep, and that is high. Down here seems to be moving some good air. Oh, I can't stand these LEDs. Jesus. All right, and there's that. We're gonna try it in the other mode too. Very quiet. The only thing that sucks about these ceiling fans are a completely outrageous 60 hertz hum. When it becomes unnoticeable, your brain starts to tune it out. But you can actually reposition these. Kind of cool. Look at that. Reposition the lights. Yeah, my eyes are starting to burn. There we go. I'm gonna look through my viewfinder. All right, off. Turn to medium and low. Actually, low. Let's see what low does. And look, the 60 hertz hum gets worse. I need to put some incandescents in here. Jesus Christ. All right, I think that is low. All right, off. All right, and I'm gonna stop it with my hand, which I know how to do. All right, and let's turn it to the other mode. Yeah, let's try it one more time. 60 hertz hum is gone now. Almost gone. No, now it's back. Okay. Well, I guess I really don't know why it does it. That is high. Now it's gonna suck in the air from there and just blow it out here. We still don't really know which one's which. I guess that's supposed to bring the coal off of the floor and spit it back around. And I guess in the reverse mode it brings the heat from up and puts it down. So I still don't really know how these ceiling fans work. We also got one ceiling fan there and another ceiling fan there. So this house is ceiling fanned out and I love it. And there you go. Yep, you can never have enough ceiling fans. I tell people this. You can never have enough ceiling fans. They almost can beat air conditioning. You put enough ceiling fans around and you won't have to turn on the AC until it gets to like even 80 degrees and then you turn on the AC. These things are all season fans. This thing will make your house feel very cold at all times. All right, let's go to low. All right. And there you go. And off. Now you can major stay in that mode. Where's that bulb? Where is it? You need to go back in there. Eco. Oh, your feet electric. Okay. These things are very abysmal and very hot. Like this is scalding, absolutely scalding. The plastic isn't hot, but the bottom of it is. They're not even supposed to be in here. I don't think they're even the right type. So these will probably explode soon. They'll probably explode in September. So it'll be kind of funny for that to happen. All right, well, that is all of the fans in here. And that doesn't really count because that's meant to cool off the computer and I don't have a supply down here for it. So here we go. Here's a down here tour, and then National Ceiling Fan Day. I'll just record every singular fan in the entirety of the house. So here it is. Oh, that one's just not being used right now. That one's supposed to be upstairs. Oh, that is all the ceiling fans. Hope you enjoyed. See ya.